Team King Kong versus Team Godzilla. Godzilla versus King Kong. Let me know what side you on. And please stop dropping trailers. Y'all have me sold to watch the movie already. Godzilla versus King Kong. Which side you on? Choose your team. Team Kong or Team Godzilla? I'm diving. Fall. Whoa, what's good with your YouTube and YouTube busters? Your boy Triple Cup Chuck and I'm up. And appreciate you for coming rock with me, like, sharing, and subscribing. And if you have an opinion about the situation that's going on, leave a comment below. I'm gonna read it. Because when you comment, our collective minds put together, we bring synergy. This how we starting the video off?
Double cup, feel it right. Told Chuck, I feel like every night is all night.
Hey, have you seen a new King Kong versus Godzilla new trailer?
Delta 2
Did the monkey just talk?
We need Kong. The world needs him.
Godzilla will comfort him. That would be a death sentence.
I know Gia is only a child. She's the only one he'll communicate with. And we need Kong.
Here we go.
This won't end until one of them submits.
Are you sure the monkey's gonna survive this?
It's us I'd worry about.
It's so massive.
And this child, she's the only one he'll communicate with. We need Kong. The world needs him to stop what's coming.
It's Godzilla.
Mr. Resident is out. These are dangerous times.
Godzilla's out there and he's hurting people, and we don't know why.
There's something provoking him that we're not seeing here.
The myths are real. There was a war, and they're the last ones standing.
Nobody gonna stop me.
Okay, I want to start this out by saying Team King Kong stand up. And yes, I said King Kong, even though it's Kong. First theory is I'm Team King Kong because I'm assuming that if Godzilla was king of the monsters, then King Kong would have to come get his crown. And now from being called Kong to be called King Kong. That's my first theory. My second theory I want to throw at everybody. Check this out. I did this a long time ago. My theory was the way they need to say where these titans come from, have it with the earth was flat. Use the flat earth theory, right? If you're using a flat earth theory, you could expand on the universe. But they didn't go my way, but they went a similar way. They went with a hollow earth theory, right? What that mean, they have this earth and then they have a earth inside of the earth, you know, different layers of it, like I don't know, they would have different layers and stuff in it, but y'all know what I'm talking about, right? So you had the different layers of the earth. So because I was never too big on the hollow earth theory, but I know they got people that literally believe in a hollow earth theory because they saying spaceships that we've been seeing that actually that it's been been exposed that they are real UFOs, but they call them unidentified. So, they always got to put their little change to it to make it sound like it's different. Like, oh, well, we telling y'all about this, but they were showing them like they always see them like over the seas and coming out of the sea, and they could hit the water and come out the water with no friction or no pullback. Like gravity don't exist to them, and it's like a whole different environment. And I was saying, which actually I'm not gonna say is my theory, is my little cousin. I don't want to say her name, but because I don't know how she feel about the internet and stuff like that, but I'm just going to say she brought it to me saying, hey, it's not coming from outer space, it might be coming down in the water, because as much as you don't know that's up, as much as we don't know that's down, because there's a certain level that we never have passed. And it could be the same scenario where we in a different level, and then they got a level above us in outer space that we might haven't been, and if we have been, it might be different than what they showed us, because people say the moon was fake footage, that we never went to the moon. I said that we probably went to the moon, but the footage was fake because they didn't want to show us was actually on the moon. That's just my theory, so y'all know where I stand about the situation. So let's continue with the flat earth theory that I was saying. The flat earth theory is like we live inside this circle. Instead of it being a ball, it just be a circle, and then they have an ice ring around it. And on the outside of this ice ring, or the South Pole, it's supposed to be more islands. And they had a person that he was talking. He was like that they went through, and they said they have bigger landmass that we haven't even explored. And he was a credible person. And they got a whole bunch of theories. Y'all could go look them up if y'all want to. Or we could talk about this on another video if y'all interested in talking about the flat earth theory, round theory. I'm a person that I could respect your opinion, and if y'all want to talk about that, I'm with it, because I like talking about different things. This is synergy, right? So with that being said, let's go ahead and get back to the whole flat earth and the hollow earth, and how I said that it was right. That was my thing. I just wanted to get my shine in for a second. Y'all just gotta excuse me. Let me rep for a second. That's all. Just give me that one moment of shine with y'all, because we rocking together, so let me rock with it. So that was about the flat earth. But let's go ahead and get into what I seen on the trailer. The first thing that I like is the fight scene with King Kong, and it's my theory. King Kong is gonna get beat up when they had a first fight, and that's in the water, right? Because I was breaking it down, and the way they were showing it, it was like Godzilla was in the water. He was fighting and hitting these ships, right? So he busting the ships open with his tail, and they showed where one of the anchors got hooked to his tail. So Kong caught the other part of it and grabbed it, and he basically reeled Godzilla in like a fish. So King Kong is like a fisherman. So he was out there fishing for his bait, right? And that's when he put, I got a big one, because he kind of pulled back, like, when you got a big fish. If you ever been fishing, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. You could tell when you got something huge on your line, because that line going whoo, and then you pull it back, and you got to take your time and wind it in slow. Is a technique to it. It's not nothing that you just go in there and just think you can not do it, because video games do not give fishing no justice. Even the fishing video game. Even the fishing video games does fishing no justice. The mechanics is horrible. The mechanics they need to have on there where you can wind. Matter of fact, Red Dead Redemption is the closest fishing game when it comes to the mechanics that actually feel authentical to fishing in real life. But they really need to change how they do the mechanics and how you fish and how you catch fish and the way you fish. But until they do that, we're not going to see no difference or no change, right? So with that being said, now let's go ahead and get the dropping, like when they was pulling him into the water. So you seen King Kong trying to fight against Godzilla, but they was fighting in the water, and I think that's when Kong loses, because the one that wins at the end always loses at the beginning, the first fight. Then he got to come back and redeem himself, and then you fighting in Godzilla territory, because he in the water. Because I think Godzilla is just as deadly on land that he is in the water, but Kong in the water, he don't have his feet and he don't have his balance like he have on land. Let's say if Godzilla was fighting on branches and trees where you got to jump around, I think Kong would have an advantage if you was jumping from mountain to mountain, and they have some type of big area that you could swing and jump and stuff like that. I think Kong would have an advantage, like towers or buildings or trees, but they bigger than all trees. But y'all get the concept of it. Underwater is Godzilla territory. On land, I think it's more even. In the air, when they fighting in trees, I think it's Kong territory, but then, you know, you got that next level when you flying. So that one have not been explored yet, at least on this trailer. But anyway, now with me, I'm thinking what they could do with having the future of this game is simply because of you could use the concept of monster islands that's in the hollow earth that has not been explored. Therefore, you wouldn't have knowing like all the different titans that's out that you could fight against, right? So without having all the different titans that could be explored, which I think this they have a Netflix series. Excuse me for that pause for a second, but it's a Netflix series that they supposed to dive more into Skull Island, and I think doing Skull Island is going to dig deeper into the hollow earth theory. So that's my thoughts about how they're going to keep going with that and how they're going to keep bringing the future of this monster universe. And one other detail I want to bring, right? Fight scene is supposed to be 18 minutes. The first fight scene in the water. So if that's the case, they listening to the people, and the people say they want to see King Kong and Godzilla fight. They don't want to see a story about people, and King Kong and Godzilla is the background things that move the people. They want to see King Kong and Godzilla be the main attraction of this movie. Have them front and center. In an 18-minute fight scene, even if the whole fight scene is not just King Kong punching on Godzilla and Godzilla trying to shoot at King Kong, that's when they killing the ships and they fighting fighter planes and they trying to break loose and stuff like that. I can understand it being 18 minutes with that in between it as well. So I'm not saying just an 18-minute punch on each other fight scene, but a 18 minutes straight of King Kong Godzilla build up just for the two. Anyway, though, that's just my thoughts and opinion about this and my reaction of this Godzilla versus King Kong and what I think the future. And if you do not believe that I've been saying about this hollow earth theory, and I've been this matter of fact, they writing it similar to what I would do. So therefore, I think that I could be a writer. And you know what I'm saying? Steven Spielberg, eat your heart out. This is your boy Triple Cup Chuck, and I'm out. And remember, I don't do this for me, I do this for we. So like, share, subscribe. If you fuck with King Kong or Godzilla, man, share this video out there. Let's get more people checking it out so we can get this thing jumping.